Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is an AMX 50 Foch. It's it's a tier 9 French tank destroyer. It's located on the north spawn of Minsk and it's under the command of Darneepigoo. Is that Darneepigoo? Darneepigoo. Well, I don't understand his name either, but well, that's his name, so we'll just have to go with it. Game on. Well, he's got a 120mm gun, autoloader with 4 shots in it, 30.39 seconds for him to load a clip, but the real book time is 32.5, so, or 32.6, sorry. So he's actually got the time down a little bit. Now these shells do have decent penetration, as you can see here. The standard rounds will go through 257mm, got 400 alpha, and with the premium rounds he'll go through 325mm of armour, and he's loaded a clip of the APCR straight away. And he's dashing over to the west side of the map in company with a few other tanks, Standard B and the Skoda T50, and there's a few behind him as well. Now the armour on this thing is really all at the front. Hull armour is 18 centimeters thick at the front and 70 at the sides, 40 at the rear. From this position he's not going to get many hits on the enemy. Okay, going to move around the corner. Okay, keep the arm to the front. The weak spot, of course, is the vision port. GDDR4 is about to get shredded. Oh, his teammate takes one there. Puts another one into the GDDR4 and can finish him off. And he does get the kill. But now he's in reload for 30 seconds. And that T44 needs to be removed, or I'm afraid that we're going to lose hit points. Well, we have lost a lot of hit points. The T44 took advantage. But you can see that Darneepigoo, or Darneepigoo, oh dear, what a name that one is. Yes, he's decided to come around the corner and hide, but he did take a lot of rounds from that T44. The GeForce got 1 round into him. I think that was a heat round. Did he get more than one? No, it was just 1 heat round from the GeForce. But, well, we're down to half our hit points now. There is an enemy tank there, the M46 Patton, who's now going to get shredded. Unfortunately, he's going to have 1 round. There you go. That's it. It's got him. But the kill shot actually goes to the Progetto 66, the new Italian heavy tank. Well, he's reloading for the next few seconds. So he's just going to stay here. He's up to just over just under 2.9k of damage already, which is not bad. There's a few enemy heavy tanks right down the centre line there, and he's noticed that, and he can do a lot of damage to these guys. They're trying to poke up, and they really are a bit careless. And that Canard with Action in 10 has just suddenly realised what danger he's in, and he's about to be wiped out. And there's another kill. Now he's going to sit here for a little while longer. There's a Progetto 66 outside view range right up at the centre side, and a Malshan. But if he drives a little further down next to the Opera House, he should be able to see them. If not, he might be able to get other people to spot for him, and that way he can get more damage on them. And oh, you can see the Malshan from here. Oh, he's lost sight of him. Just outside range at the moment. He's firing blind. That one went in. You can see the hole. And another one. And this will be the kill shot. Oh, didn't get it. Low roll. It was actually a average roll. No, it was actually a high roll. Sorry, my mistake. 406. But the last round didn't connect, so he didn't get that kill. So still only 2 kills. Wait for the reload again. This is the problem with this tank, is that long reload. And you are so vulnerable whilst you are reloading. You see the number of rounds that actually did hit the vehicle, including there was a heat round that went in. That was the GeForce heat round went into the vision device, which is that bar along the top of the vehicle, which is a weak spot. Now he's lost sight of the enemy at the moment. which is a bit annoying. We're hoping that the T-28 prototype will be able to spot for us. I think there is an enemy heavy down there that there should be the Malshan just around the corner, but I think where the T-28 prototype is actually located at the moment, he can't see the Malshan. The Progetto 66 on our team is next to the Opera House, so he should be able to spot for us. The enemy has broken through, or rather, there's no opposition to them on the east side of the map at the moment, and the 50 TP and GSOR are actually retreating. There's the Malshan, and he's side on to us, and there's one kill shot. So he's completed whatever mission he actually had, which I think was to get a certain amount of damage. He's now up to 5k of damage. I think he's going to go down the west side of the map. We've got a couple of enemy problems, enemy tanks that are holding us up. There's a Canoni Jagdpanzer, I believe. Oh, and the enemy's capping. So they have reached our cap. They did go all the way round. And he's not reloading. He's only got 3 rounds of APCR left over from that clip. And, well, if he does reload, he'd be loading AP. So he's decided to keep just 3 rounds in the clip. And then he'll have to load the AP just as soon as he's fired these 3. And the enemy's still capping. More than likely they're in that dip. Or that little corner where you can't see them from some distance away. His teammates are actually in the field behind, and there's a defender. Can he get a shot into that guy? Probably can. Is he in the cap? Yes, I think he might be. He might be in the cap. And there's the cap reset. So he did penetrate the defender. He wasn't in the corner. But we don't know if that shot actually penetrated. There's a Progetto 66, so I think he's the one that's capping now. Our T-28 prototype is moving up and getting closer. Just took some damage. Okay, can we get shots on this defender? As soon as we're loaded, he's going for the lower plate on the defender. And he's loaded. First round, hits the target, high roll. Second shot, high roll again. Third shot to kill. Oh, he didn't get it. He just hit the tracks. Kill shot. Yes, got him this time. So that's 4 kills now. And the Progetto 66 was wiped out by the GSOR, which now means that we're 1 tank up on the enemy, but he did get hit by an SU-130PM somewhere to the south. And he can't see him at the moment. So he's decided just to go into this kind of swimming pool area. Not sure what that is actually. Never worked it out. So the enemy attack down the east side has been blunted. If we work out where the enemy is, we know the SU-130PM is somewhere near the bridge. We've got an ISU-152K on the east side of the map, a Canoni Jagdpanzer on the west side of the map, and he's accompanied by a Progetto 46. So 2 tank destroyers on the east, 1 tank destroyer on the west, and 1 medium tank. Okay, we've got our GSOR 1008s up near the centre line on this side of the river. He's looking down that little tunnel. I don't think the SU-130PM is on that side. I think he's on the other side of the river. This is a bit of a confusing moment. We've got no teammates on this side of the map. We're one tank down on the enemy now. He's expecting the Progetto and the Canonian Jagdpanzer to come up the west side of the map. And so this is why he's decided to come over here, because then he's going to spot them coming into range with his 380 meter view range. Or at least he's hoping he'll spot them around about that. And yes, he has spotted them. Here comes the Progetto. Wait till he's too close to move back. And he gets the kill shot on the Progetto, so they're now equal. But he's only got 2 shells left in the mag. Is he going to go for a reload? And the Canonian did move up, but he actually moved up in the field, not with the Progetto. So one went outside the buildings, one inside the buildings, and the Canonian is in the field. Now, I think he probably knocked down a few trees. Yes, he's marked the spot where he thinks he is. I think he's there as well. He's right next door to the field area. He must have been within view range, so I think he is actually in the field, but he just knocked a tree down to provide cover. Either that or he's in one of the bushes up there. Something in cover up there. Is there a tree knocked down? Can't see it. The GSOR is moving closer to where the Canonian Jagdpanzer should be. He didn't spot him. Then he must be alongside the Opera House on the other side of the road, or he's moved in behind the buildings, and that's why the GSOR can't find him. He's had a good look. T28 is capping at the other end, but he is low on hit points, remember. He took several hits when we were defending the cap area. GSOR's going down by the Opera House. No sign. I'm terribly worried that the enemy is actually in the buildings area to the right at the moment. We just can't see him because he's in between the buildings. GSOR is pushing. Still hasn't found him. The annoying thing is that Darneepigoo is actually a one-shot for the Canonian Jagdpanzer. So if he does get a lucky shot in, it would be the end. And he is behind us. And he suddenly realised that. Yes, he was between the buildings and he couldn't see him. In fact, actually, it was the SU-130 PM, not the Canonian Jagdpanzer. Oh, dear me. And they were so close. In fact, they might be about to cap out. And there's the Canonian Jagdpanzer. He went back to try and reset the cap and he failed. And they've won. So it's a victory. 5 kills for Darneepigoo, but I'm afraid he died at the end. And here's the end of battle results to that game. And Darneepigoo, or Darneepigoo, I can never get the pronunciation right, I do apologise, managed to get an ace tanker in that game, and it was his first ace tanker in that game, because he got the scrolls underneath. You only get that the first time. He also managed to get a fire for effect for doing more damage than hit points to his own vehicle, a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. He ended up with 5, 1/3 of the enemy team, just 1 tank short of a Top Gun. He got a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits in that one. He managed to get 6, a high caliber for dealing the most damage in the game, a defender for resetting the cap and getting at least 70 defense points in the process, and a tanker sniper on top of all that for getting the most damage at a distance of at least 300 meters, firing at least 8 shots and 85% accuracy. His win rate for the game, 16,432, which is a very high score, Super Unicum standard and quite a bit more. Let's have a look at the team score and see where he stands. Well, he's right at the top of the table when it comes to damage, 7,316 hit points of damage, That's nearly double, in fact it is more than double the next highest scorer on his own team, but it's not quite double the next highest scorer on the enemy team. That was the Progetto 46, who got 3,702 hit points of damage, and he picked up a Leather Slaves medal in that game. The next highest scorer being the GSOR 1008 on his own team with 3,546. When it came to kills, yes, it was definitely Darneepigoo, with 5 kills, 4 kills, went to the ISU 152K on the enemy team with 4 kills. 3 kills went to the GSOR 1008, the Progetto 46, and also the Progetto 66 on their team. When it came to base XP, it was definitely Darneepigoo. He managed to get the highest. He was the only player to get over 1,000, 1,409, which is a high base score, so it must have been a very good ace tanker. 1,409 to him, 901 went to the GSOR 1008, and 883 went to the T28 prototype, who managed to get an Invader medal. He was the guy who capped out at the enemy cap. And, well, we should note as well that the enemy Progetto 46 did very well to get 877, because he was only a short distance behind the T28 prototype. Darneepigoo fired 26 rounds in this game, got 25 direct hits on the enemy, 21 penetrations, damage of 7,316 hit points, of which 4,433 were at a distance of more than 300 meters. So a large amount of the damage he did, in fact the majority, was at long range. 9 hits received from the enemy, 5 penetrations. He took those unfortunate shots from the T44 right at the start of the game, really. And I think really he should have pulled back into cover as quickly as he could to avoid getting penetrated, and possibly to allow his teammates to get some shots on that T44 as well. But yes, he did lose a lot of damage there, and unfortunately that did affect him towards the end of the game, because of course then he got taken out right at the end of the game. 4 non-penetrations as well, and 1,210 hit points of damage blocked by the armor. 2 enemy vehicles spotted, 6 enemy vehicles damaged, 5 killed, and 567 hit points of damage assistance. Plus he got 100 defense points when he reset the cap, so he got the full maximum by resetting the cap enough times. 85,742 credits on a premium count, 50,000 for getting the first win of the day, and 135,742 credits together. But he did use an awful lot of premium ammo. You saw that right from the very start of the game. He started loading the premium, and he actually ended up with a small loss for the game of 404 credits. Not that much, but yes, he might have done better with more standard ammo. 30 bonds for the game. 2,113 XP, times 2 for the first victory, 4,227 experience points taken away altogether. Now that was a really good first ace tanker for Darneepigoo. Sorry, I keep really getting your name wrong. You'll have to tell me how you pronounce it sometime. But I've actually got some more games from him, which were really old ones, way back, about 2 years ago, and even some which were 5 years ago, would you believe it? And I'm going to be doing those over the next couple of days, so you'll probably get to see some maps that have long gone in the game, including Stalingrad, and some old graphics as we go through those replays. So I hope you enjoyed this one, and if you did, please give this video a like, do subscribe to our channel, leave a comment down below because it feeds the algorithm, and thank you for watching.